I don't know if you know this, but the planet's dying, and we're gonna have to blow up the power plants belonging to these big corrupt mega corporations that are draining the planet just to put money in their pockets in order to save this world. Also, the Final Fantasy VII Remake demo came out, so I thought we'd play that in the meantime. So, this game is coming out soon, after many years of nothing, and then finally something, and then people said, oh, that game exists, and it actually looks good. So, the demo came out yesterday at this point, and people have been playing it, and I played it for the first time on stream last night. I've been playing it a few times since, trying to figure out what I think about it. In terms of how it plays, I think I'm becoming more interested in it the more I play it, more interested in the action RPG nature of it. Obviously, this game plays very differently than the original turn-based RPG, and we knew that long in advance. We knew it was going to be an action RPG. But let's see exactly how this turned out. We're going to go on normal difficulty. It's a standard difficulty. You select this if you want to fully experience the battles as well as the story. And of course, we want the full experience. We wouldn't want anything less than the full, would we? We could do easy, but we could select this if we want to enjoy the story without worrying about battles. Well, I don't like worrying about things. Also, classic difficulty is if you don't really want to move your character around, you want your character to just do it for you, and then you manipulate the menus in order to make them do special attacks, you can do that. It's not very good. Like, the classic mode seems kind of half-baked. Like, if you really don't want an action RPG, you really just want to select things from menus, but it's still an action RPG. It's just that you're not actually directly controlling the characters. It's weird. I don't know. It's weird, but we're going to go with normal. We'll just do with it. We'll go with this. Let's watch the intro cutscene. Cloud Strife, every introverted teenager's hero in the 90s. You saw Cloud and you say, oh, I can be antisocial, but also a cool hero too. It could be me.
Halt! Who goes there?
You're up.
So, combat. There's a lot of systems, but none of them individually are all that complicated. How do we attack? We're going to hold square.
You're coming with us. Nice.
Don't think so.
Okay, fight's over, because I held square. See, that on its own is not complicated. And then the bodies vanish into live stream. He hit them so hard, he disintegrated their bodies. Anyway, the environments look very good. This is how you remember Final Fantasy VII looking like if you haven't seen it in 20 years. It's like, yeah, this is how the game looked like in my mind, right? I'm sure that's... Of course, you haven't seen it in a long time, but this is how you remember it. There's the power plant up there.
Who in the hell? Hands where I can see them.
Have fun.
Alright, we have the ATB gauge. We attack to fill it up. Once it's full, then we can do magic and items and the special attacks. So let us fill it by killing these men with our giant sword. Okay, it is full. Well, not all the way full, but I've gotten one notch on my ATB. I can get two. I can press X or cross on the PlayStation controller, I guess is what's supposed to be called. And we have this menu. Abilities, spells, items. Cloud has Braver and Focus Thrust under his abilities. I think Braver was a limit break in the original game. It is not here. It is one of our abilities that we can use like this on Security Officer A.
So long. He a soldier operator?
So we build up our meter in order to do things other than the normal attack. Okay, main menu and map. We can press touchpad to access the map, use options to open the main menu. It's good to open the main menu. Let's do that now. Battle settings, because we have shortcuts. I can manually go to the menu to choose my special attacks if I want, and that slows down the battles. So that can be to your advantage if you need more time to think things over. But you can also set shortcuts. We've got shortcuts here for Braver, Focus Thrust Potion, L1, and face buttons. Let's set this one to his one spell at the moment, Fire. No materia exchanging in this demo. We have Fire, and that's all Cloud will have for this demo. Here's Limit Break, cross slash. If we take a lot of damage, eventually we'll be able to use it. For now, let's take a look at spells. Fire. Only a small amount of fire damage, not too much. Nothing ostentatious. Inventory. You have some potions. Evanether. Ether. Party. Only Cloud. Only Cloud at the moment. He's got his Buster Sword. It's a large broadsword that has inherited the hopes of those who fight. I forget if that's the description that was in the original game, but that sounds like what it probably would have been. He's also wearing a fancy bronze bangle. Very fashionable. We don't need to look at the manual. Look at the system. Various options that we might want to change. Anyway. Let's have a look at the station. I mean, now that we have a free camera, unlike the original game, so we can get to zoom in and close up and look at things that are on the walls, like this ad for Elegance. A pink bag that screams elegance. This ad for Hair Tonic, Ideal Scalp Care. It says for astonishingly radiant and spiky hair, which means, of course, that Cloud is a heavy user of Ideal Scalp Care Hair Tonic. His eyes move a little bit. I didn't notice that. They also did make his eyes like that blue-green color that he has because of you know. He has the blue-green eyes because of the you know. Also, see the world through the eyes of a cat with this camera, with Shinra X sensor technology. I want the SNR58 so I can see like a cat does. Over here, Air Music Gallery. We are music lovers. I don't think we'll get to visit it, but I would like to. And whoops. Went over that instead of looking at the ad.
Drop the weapon.
You got this.
Yeah, what he said.
So we can guard and we can evade.
You're coming with us.
Like this. He kicked my sword. He tried to hit my sword. It's not doing too much. They have they have guns. They could shoot. I can also like do this. Whoop. Hup. But most of all, I'm just going to hold down square and slash. Actually, I have almost 2 notches on my ATB. Now I have the full 2 notches. Okay, so I can do fire. I used fire on him, and then I use focus thrust on him. There we go. I cannot go through these doors. Can I take a look at what that ad said? I missed it. There we go. Okay. The ad is for delicious, fresh, and healthy Benora White quality apple juice. The apple behind that woman is purple, so I don't know how quality the Benora White is. So I do appreciate good ads. Shinra's emerging innovation with creation. What they do for Midgar and for you. And this says, we work hard so you can live well. I mean, if they didn't suck the life stream out of the planet, how would you use your computers and watch your TVs? They do this for you. You're so ungrateful. Mineral water, clear icicle. I cannot read Shinra Construction's ad right here, but we could also try to get a can of Red Lord energy drink. I think Cloud could really use some Red Lord right now. He's in the middle of this mission. It's taking up a lot of energy. Really go for some Red Lord. Anyway, we can use triangle to open chests and doors like this. Open that up. There we go. He doesn't kick it open. He, genteelly bends down, uses a hand to open it up, like a gentleman. There we go. I got grenades. They were just hanging out here in the station. There's an ad for Loveless. It's opening 6:25 at 1800. Specifically 1800. Do not miss the opening time for Loveless on 6:25. There will be no repeat showings. Also, here's a sign right here. It's actually a little bit important to read. It says, America's favorite series, The Adventures of Stamp, Book 3. Stamp stands up for his friends. He's like a cartoon dog who's like rescuing another dog. Important to see this one because Barrett is actually going to make reference to Stamp. If you didn't see that sign, you wouldn't know what that would mean. It's a cartoon dog. Anyway, let's break these boxes. Not because they have the Shinra logo, but because Cloud hates boxes. Basira is his friends have been leaving him behind, but that's because they're not his friends. He's just a mercenary. He's been hired to do the dirty work on this mission.
So what's Soldier Boy's deal? Is he one of us now? He's got balls, this, what was his name again?
Cloud Strife.
Right.
And he isn't a soldier anymore. Still, he's a professional, unlike the rest of us. I'm glad to have him.
This is a one-time gig. When it's done, we're done.
See, we're too cool to make friends.
Real joy to look at, too.
Here we go.
Looks are what people notice first.
Guess I'm not on the same page as people.
I'd say you're not even reading the same book.
Enough. We're done here.
Or even the same...
Give it a rest.
Anyway, Jesse's apparently really into Cloud. I don't remember that from the original game, but Cloud is, of course, very dreamy. Looks good from any angle. Anyway, they're working on this. We can talk to him.
You'll keep us safe, right, Cloud?
Well, that's why we have the sword.
They've almost got the door. We're doing this. We're really doing it. Man, I think I'm gonna be sick.
I mean, yeah, you talk with your friends about, hey, we should totally become eco-terrorists. We should totally blow up a power plant. And, you think it's just idle talk. You get drunk. You say, yeah, we're totally gonna do it, and then you never do it. And then one day this guy comes in and says, hey, I hired a mercenary who's gonna help us blow up a power plant, and everyone else is like, uh-oh? We're not actually doing it, right?
come on. Nobody do something this crazy just for money. They may not think you're a true believer, but you know what I think?
Not interested.
What?
Wedge. You better be worth the money, Merc. Every last gill.
Barrett is skeptical of Cloud due to how scrawny Cloud is. You look at the size of Barrett, he is so huge. And Cloud's arms are so thin. How could he possibly be so badass? But Barrett does not get the camera angles like that. Only Cloud gets those camera angles. Alright, we can lock on the targets.
Get him, boy!
We can lock onto this guard dog and kill the guard dog. I'd rather not, but I mean... it's locked on! What else are we gonna do? Anyway, here's some fire for the dog. The dog is staggered. The dog cannot do anything, and I'm just murdering this dog. There's Braver. Dog has a lot of health. It probably would be good to kill the guard before the dog. I missed. So positioning can matter. Like you saw the dog was running around, and so I missed my attack.
Sorry. Let's go.
Hey, Cloud! Elevator's over there! Catch up soon!
Wedge clearly wants to make friends, but Cloud just isn't having it.
This way. Huh. Not so fast. We've got company.
Actually, one thing that I forgot to do is we can do this. Guard dog. Get little bios on these enemies. The dogs can sniff out intruders and launch ferocious attacks. I don't think the dog can avoid the fire spell. It doesn't look like it. The fire just kind of goes to wherever the dog is. So this officer, serving in Shinra Public Security Corps, patrolling city streets, company installations. Many are new recruits with little training. So like this is someone who just came in because he graduated high school, nothing else to do with his life. What are you gonna do but work for the biggest corporation in Midgar, right? Security guard seems like an okay job. Like it's like how much danger could there possibly be?
Not bad.
How much could there be? Boxes. So we get some shards that will restore our MP, as well as get some ethers. Get items here and there. We want to pick them up. Want to pick up as many items as we can, of course. These battles, pretty easy so far, but they won't all be.
Sorry.
Cloud apologizes for murdering the officers, like a gentleman.
That it?
I also like how you can see the one materia in his sword. The fire materia. Again, we will not get a second materia. We only have that one. There they go. Into the power plant. Wedge is hanging back.
I'll secure our escape route, okay? You go on and catch up with the others.
Wedge, are you really dressed for this mission? I mean, you've got like armored shoulder pads, but nothing else about you is armored.
I'm safe, please.
But then again, Cloud has this one armored shoulder pad, and nothing about him is armored either, but I think Cloud just does it to look cool.
Don't worry about me. Go.
Alright.
Soldiers may attack on command, but I hear they make good guard dogs too. Bet you've seen a few reactors. So how do we get to the bridge above Mako storage? Ain't holding out on me, are you? Stamp scared to bite the hand that fed him? Or is he a loyal little doggy? Have it your way, Mutt. We can do this with you, or we can do this without you.
Different reactor, different layout. Depends when it was built. Never seen one like this, but I'll manage.
Barrett's under a lot of stress right now. We're in the middle of this important mission and everything. He doesn't have much patience.
I'm watching you.
He also doesn't entirely trust Cloud.
Don't you worry. Biggs will have the door open soon.
In 3, 2... Damn, I'm good.
Who's there? Door! We'll wait! It's over!
That's my line.
The tutorials are still going. There are still more things to learn, more systems. Every character has a unique ability. Triangle will do it. So Cloud can mode shift into Punisher mode. You may have seen that in the lower left, wondering what Punisher mode is. So we can do this. In that mode, Cloud moves very slowly, but he swings much harder. And if he blocks, he will counter melee attacks. So let's try doing that.
We can take it!
I'm blocking. I'm blocking. There we go. He will not counter guns or anything, and it's telling me I'm taking a lot of damage and I should heal myself, so okay, they're probably right. Here's a potion for this ass. Well, they're shooting now, so let's just do this.
Let's move.
He always knows just what to say.
Cut it out!
In battles, you do need to wait for your ATB to build up before you can use items. I mean, outside of battle, of course, you can just do that anytime.
I got this place covered.
Simmer down, hotshot.
We are such a hothead. Cloud needs to cool down his hot head. Yelling everyone?
Someone who can get us the passcodes. Pity no one else at command will talk to us, but what can you do? And we're good.
Careful in there. Well, what are you waiting for?
Boxes. I guess it makes sense that it's pronounced Mako, but I always, you know, playing it as a teenager, I thought it was Mako. Sounds weird in my head, but I guess it makes sense. Anyway, prohibited items. Do not take flammable substances, toxic substances, corrosive agents, or unauthorized dangerous goods into wherever this is. Do not do it.
Security's only gonna get tighter, so be ready. We can't afford any more mistakes.
I think that was like little sassy pose Cloud was giving him with his hands on his hips. Also, what mistakes was Barrett talking about?
It's like the elevator's on another floor. Mind pushing that button?
I mean, the mission's been going pretty well so far.
So, you know Tifa, right? It's not really my business, but are you guys close?
Tifa and I...
These sewer rats appear to call themselves Avalanche, sir. We are currently investigating whether they belong to the same group that made the attempt on your life. Rest assured, our inquiries will not take much longer.
This pump's sole purpose is to drain the planet dry. While you sleep, while you eat, while you shit, it's here sucking up Mako. It doesn't rest, and it doesn't care. You do realize what Mako is, don't you? Mako is the lifeblood of our world. The planet bleeds green like you and me bleed red. The hell you think's gonna happen when it's all gone, huh? Answer me! You gonna stand there and pretend you can't hear the planet crying out in pain? I know you can!
You really hear that?
Damn straight I do!
Get help.
Say that again!
I'd worry less about the planet and more about the next 5 seconds. Save the screaming for later.
Our lives are on the line now. You listening, Merc? One false move, and that happens.
Well, so much for having Cloud do all the fighting. There are some places a sword just can't reach. Just bear with him for me, would you?
Yeah.
Should have asked for more money.
Barrett has joined the party, but Barrett really does need to improve his managerial skills. If you're trying to manage someone, pointing your Gatling gun arm at their head is probably not a good idea. Anyway, we have a gun arm. Does this. He also has this overcharge attack. Does this. It's more powerful than normal attack. He also has magic. Well, he has abilities, Steel Skin, Focus Shot, but these are machines, so the Thunder spell is probably good, so let's use it on this one. There we go. Oh, now it's telling us about Overcharge. That's his unique ability, just like Cloud has the Punisher attack, Punisher stance.
How'd you like that?
Also, his ATB gauge is almost fully... Oh, actually, I switched to him. Let's stay with him. Since he has Thunder. Alright. It also mentions that we can issue commands to allies. So, we do have multiple party members fighting at once. You can switch between them to control them, and when the one you're not controlling is going to be doing just normal attacks. So you can give them orders like... Let's, okay, Cloud does have one notch, so he's able to do something. Let's use the focus thrust.
That's an order!
There he goes.
Hey, did you see me in action?
Must have missed it.
They have witty one-liners that they will tell to each other.
Look what we have here.
A laser security system. Great.
Those things will hurt more than your pride if you're careless. They'll cut you down to size and then some. but I'm guessing you've done this kind of thing before.
Yeah, figure out the timing of the lasers. Then, make a move when they cycle off.
Exactly. I'll go first. Nothing like a little danger to get the blood pumping.
Hey!
Just keep those baby blues of yours on me.
They're baby blue-greens, excuse me. Story-related. The color of his eyes. Anyway, we can dash. Though, the lasers don't do that much damage, and there's actually an odd amount of dialogue here for getting hit by lasers.
Pay more attention. Just relax. Keep it cool. Sorry, couldn't help myself. You soldiers sure can take a beating. Still kicking, I see. Are you trying to get hit? You sure you were a soldier? I had no idea you were such a klutz. Do you have a fetish or something?
Well, I mean, let's not kink shame.
There's a fine line between being daring and being dumb. Food for thought. Are you trying to get hit?
Alright, I believe that is all of them. How much damage did I take? Not that much, really. Not that much.
He's a natural.
Yep, first try. Also, boxes. Gonna make such a mess. President Shinra's gonna be so mad at the state of this. Ran into a laser. So did Barrett.
Not too shabby. You're doing good, soldier. Okay, let's see what's up next.
Well, what's up next is gonna be that guy down there. These are a bit faster.
Pretty easy, right? Nice job, Cloud.
Boxes. So many empty boxes. Why do they have so many? There's nothing in these boxes. Well, there's something in this one.
Almost at our objective. Look. They don't call those things sweepers for nothing. They can wipe out a whole squad in seconds.
Not if you wipe the floor with them first.
Or we could run away. We could retreat from it. It's very scary. There's like a chest down there. We probably should use a potion, considering all that laser damage.
We can take this hunk of junk.
That hunk of junk is a heavy weapons platform. If we rushed it, we die.
Is that right?
Need to hit it with magic. That should give us an opening. So long. Take me.
About damn time.
So we can stagger enemies if we hit with enough damage. Once they're damaged, they're not going to be able to do anything. Just going to stay on the ground, and they'll take more damage than usual.
Hey!
So he's down. So now would be a good time to use some thunder magic. Hold on. He's getting back up. Okay, I got him. I think I did not... Yeah, that's right. I did not put
No time to complain.
thunder magic on the shortcut. I need to do that after this this fight is over.
Coming at you hard and fast. What the hell? Time to fry.
So I might as well tell Cloud to do something.
This is gonna sting.
What are you,
soldier first class. Doesn't go into the 20s.
What the hell you talking about? I mean your age, not your goddamn rank. Though for all I know, a soldier's rank could be the same as his age. Guess that make you a 1-year-old, huh? Live and learn.
Cloud does not appreciate that. Cloud is very cool and will not be made fun of. Here's some boxes. How's my health doing, by the way? Do I want to use a potion? Yeah, we want to use some potions. Let's toss one in Barrett's way. There we go.
That's our target, the reactor core. Gotta set the bomb at the bottom. Let's get down there.
Well, this is where we're trying to get to.
Hurry it up.
I wonder what it's supposed to smell like.
Oh, it's pounding like a jackhammer.
Scared, huh?
More like excited. I've been dreaming about this for years.
Heads up, boys. The end's in sight. Leave the rest in your capable hands. Good luck.
Or we could just not do that.
Not that way. Down the ladder, dummy.
I do have an icon that says warm. Okay, it turns me around. I was wondering what happens if I just keep walking that way. Nothing.
Aw, you're choosing me over the reactor? That's sweet, but I'll wait my turn. Go blow her mind.
Jesse is certainly a lot more amorous in this version of the game. Also, Jesse, Biggs Wedge, characters that a lot of people don't really remember from Final Fantasy VII for reasons.
Think you can stop me?
They do seem to be more memorable in this remake. Well, like when people talk about the characters of FF7, these three, usually not who people are talking about.
Bird.
Hey, did you see me in action?
Must have missed it.
You think if we fell in, we'd sink right down to the bottom? To the planet's core?
No. The pump will shut us back up. That's that. See ya.
Fuck on this! Now that was something else.
That was nothing.
You saw how slow Cloud was moving when I was walking around in that mode. So it's very strong, but if you have to actually move around, it's not really doable.
Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this.
Alright, well, if we're going to do it, let's see what our health looks like. Don't need to do a potion right yet. Anyway, here's the target. Here's what we're going to blow up with our bomb. It's to save the planet, you understand.
All right, let's see if little Stamp really can bite the hand that feeds. Go on, do the honors. Prove to me you're the man Tifa says you are. That you're one of us.
Never said I was. I'm just here for the paycheck.
Then do the damn job! What's wrong?
I'm fine. What about the timer?
Your call, Merc.
So we can set it to either 20 or 30 minutes, depending on how much time we think we need. If we set it to 20 minutes, we'll get a few seconds of an additional scene at the end of the demo, so let's go with 20.
Pretty cocky, ain't you? You double-crossing!
Heads up!
What in the hell? Hey, how the hell do we fight this thing?
It's got reinforced armor plating, but the internals can be overloaded. Lightning magic.
No other option, huh? Bring in the heat!
Well, it's a machine, and Cloud did say lightning magic, so... Oh, I didn't assign magic to a short... I forgot to do that again. Anyway, I'll just have to access it through this menu.
Gonna make your eyeballs pop! Hell yeah! You see the damage that did?
Keep it up. Burn.
Oh, you in trouble now!
Gonna be using a lot of magic.
Better win this one for the play. The hell is that?
A barrier? Never seen this defense system before.
Thought you were the expert.
So what's your brilliant plan, genius?
The brilliant plan is to get behind it and just go to town in its private regions.
Focus on that core.
That's actually what we need to do. Also, fire magic works very well.
Calling fire.
It didn't hit, he jumped out of the way of my fire. You can see the fireball still there. I did not actually know he could do that.
It's my time. Hey, ain't there something you want to say to yours too?
Take the lead.
Guess it's my turn.
Thunder magic while the field is up won't do anything, I think, so...
I'm counting
got
on you.
this.
All right, watch and learn.
Cloud's fire magic will.
Here we go.
My turn.
Damn pain in the ass.
There we go.
Hit it hard and fast.
Oh, you're in for it now.
Just shoot.
Ooh. Want some more? Is that all you got? Bring it on! You ain't stopping us! Not good enough! Keep pouring it on!
That's doing right.
Damn pain in the ass! Enough with all the barriers! Bring it home!
I got this. Damn it. Need to heal up soon. Let's go. Let's do this. Allow me. Don't don't overdo it.
Yeah, I'll do it. Come on, hit me.
Watch the tail. You don't want to be hit by that laser.
Huh? So, what do we do?
Don't get hit. Take cover behind that debris.
Give them hell.
Taking over. Deal with that.
It's my turn. It's wide open. Gonna light it up.
You know, we have not used a grenade yet.
Kiss my ass. Sure could use a break. Here we go. Hey, it's doing that thing again.
Find cover and hunker down.
Again and again and again.
Don't know why I did overcharge there. That was the wrong thing to do.
Now, get in there and do some damage. That's all you got. How is this thing still running? Getting tired of that laser?
Next, don't get tired or complain.
And you getting tired of my complaining, huh? Solid copy. You're up.
I got this. It's on you.
Yeah, I'll
Bring it.
bang, bang. Now, get in there and do some damage.
Got it.
Damn it. Oh, hell! What's it doing now?
An auto repair unit. Damn it. We gotta take it out quick or we're screwed.
Oh, I am way ahead of you, Murph. When I get my chance, I'm gonna blow this bastard the hell up. And that's a promise. So now, and down goes another. Oh, you in for it now. That'll do. Shit, the bomb!
20 minutes until detonation.
You hear that? Damn thing showed you how it's done.
Come on, we've gotta move.
Well, we have to move, but
Be covering our way
maybe
out.
there's time for a potion? Actually, I guess we didn't really need that. You know, one thing I want to notice is that up to now, even through that boss battle, I've not done a single limit break. Like, even in that boss battle, it seems like you have to take an immense amount of damage to build up that limit break meter. Like, in the few times I've played this demo, it is very rare that I've gotten the limit break, and the times that I have gotten it, it's been right at the very end of that scorpion fight.
See ya. That's that. You okay?
Do I look okay? Help a girl out, would you? My hero!
Hey! We'll link up over there! Look after Jesse!
Come this way. This route should lead us straight to Barrett. Probably. I think I see an exit. Come on.
Well, we have to make sure we get all the boxes. Our priorities have to be correct here.
Don't look back. Let's go, let's go, let's go. We're running out of time.
Shut up and climb. You're not helping.
Sorry, it keeps me focused. I'll freak out if I don't talk.
Have it your way.
Barrett!
I've got you covered! Find us the way out of here!
But then...
Don't worry, I'll be fine. I've got Soldier Boy with me.
X, Soldier Boy.
They're here! Take them down!
We don't have time for this shit! The clock's ticking!
Cool it. 5 seconds is all we need. It's over.
Let's go! The others are waiting. Gotta get the hell out of here ASAP.
Deal with that.
Yes, it's my turn! Bang, bang! Golden opportunity right here! That's gonna die here? Suck on this! I'll make your eyeballs pop! That's gonna die here?
Break yourself.
Gotta love it! Coming at you hard! Heads up! You got a whole lot of...
That's that. Not bad.
These guys can be good to try the...
First action. Whatever.
Yeah, to try the block counterattack with. Since the only thing they can... I think the only thing they can do is melee attack. And they're pretty tough. So they take a lot of hits.
That was easy.
Sure it was.
Concentrate. Let's do this. That it?
Scared of something?
That it? It's over. Calling fire. Time to burn. Don't overdo it.
All right, watch and learn. See ya.
I'm glad that he did that before the end. Because this is the end.
Sir. Come on!
Doors open! We don't have a lot of time here. Pick up the pace, people.
Can you walk?
If I couldn't, believe me, you'd be the first to know.
I'll take that as a yes.
Okay, that was pretty cool. All right, come on.
And that's it for the Final Fantasy VII Remake demo. But what's this? Sephiroth, you're not supposed to be in this part of the game. That's the little extra bonus clip you get if you choose 20 minutes and stuff. Buy the game now! Which one do you want to buy? The normal or digital deluxe? You get the game, the art book, mini soundtrack, you get special materia for the game. Which one do you... Square Enix demands to know which one you will buy. Select a version to purchase. It's a bit... It's making some assumptions, I think, about, hey, you're going to buy it right now, right? Well, which one are you going to buy? Anyway, I liked it. I really like the visuals and audio. The thing that I really like is the music. Like, I really liked FF7's soundtrack, and I think that the redone version sounds really good. I'm enjoying it. The gameplay, like I said, the first time I played through it, I was like, I don't know about this, but playing through it a few more times, I've gotten more used to it, and I'm enjoying it more than I was. There are some issues that I have with it, such as how chaotic it can be sometime, like trying to keep track of everything on the screen, especially during the boss fight, the Scorpion fight. Like, that one can be kind of difficult, especially, like, the first time I played it, I didn't realize that positioning was important when it puts its force field up. You have to get back around. Someone in the chat did mention that you gotta punch it in the taint, which made everything very clear. Don't attack it from the front. You gotta get around. That shield generator is underneath the tail, so positioning is important in that case. And then they do like a little trick where Barrett's Thunder Magic doesn't work against the Scorpion when its force field is up, but Cloud's Fire Magic does. So they kind of switch that on you. Anyway, sometimes I just thought it was a bit chaotic to keep track of. And all the text is so small. I know that's my old man eyes talking, but it wouldn't kill them to make, like, to give you the option to make, like, those little menus in the lower left, little lower corners. Make those a little bigger, you know? Make those a little easier to see. When a character or enemy gets hit, why is there not a large red number that appears over their head that says how much damage they're taking? I mean, I guess it would be a white number instead of red. And then green when you heal. Just like a big, ostentatious, bold number, so you can see easily what numbers are happening instead of looking in the tiny meter in the lower right-hand corner. I don't know. I would like it if just, like, the visual elements on the screen, like the HUD and such, were bigger. Music is very good. Anyway, Final Fantasy VII Remake. I think I am enjoying it more now. I should mention, you probably know, that the Final Fantasy VII Remake coming out in April is only Episode 1. How long is that going to be? I don't know. The original Final Fantasy VII, I'm going to estimate that it took me around 45 to 50 hours to beat way back. So if this is broken up into episodes, and if Episode 1 is just going to be Midgar, which is what most people are thinking, how long is that going to take? It is sold as it is sold at full price. This is a $60 game, Final Fantasy VII Remake Episode 1. So how long is that going to be? Will the Midgar section be longer in the remake than it was in the original game, if this is the entirety of Episode 1? How long will all of these games be put together when they're done? I don't know if they've mentioned anything about that. There's some questions involved as to just how much game you will be getting in each episode. But this is the demo. The demo was released for the PS4. I should mention that I've been playing this on the base PS4. I do not have a Pro, so that's what you've been seeing here. It looks very good. It sounds very good, and I'm getting the hang of the way this is playing. I think I just wish you could enlarge the HUD elements, though, make them a bit bolder, a bit easier. I don't know. Sometimes things get a bit too chaotic. A lot of things you have to keep track of. And of course, that's only going to increase when you get more party members. Original FF7 had 3 maximum party members. Don't know if that's going to be different here. If you would have... I mean, it's probably going to be 3. Like, how many characters could you keep track of in this combat system at once, right? Probably 3. And then, of course, you're going to have a lot more magic, a lot more special attacks as you get materia. You start equipping that. I also find it odd that I didn't actually get any limit breaks. I find it odd about how much damage you have to take, apparently, to get that. Maybe there's some trick to doing it that I'm not aware of. But they do have their limit breaks. It's just that I guess I just did not take enough damage to actually reach that point. Anyway, this has been Final Fantasy VII Remake, the demo on the PlayStation 4. And that's coming out. It's pretty soon. To play on our nostalgia, to poke you in the nostalgia center of your brain. It's what the music is doing right now. That music right now is poking at the nostalgia part of your brain, making you want to buy it. That's not a bad thing, but that's what it's doing. That's FF7 Remake. A very, very long time coming.